When I was about 5, I think, I went to America with my family, and I remember my dad took me to a window at the back and showed me outside, and you could see all snow and that. I don't know if he was making it up or not, but he said it was the North Pole. I just like aeroplanes and have done. I think I decided I wanted to be a pilot when I was about my early teens. My name's Amy. I'm doing aerospace technology at Sheffield University. I've done 2 years already, and this is my placement year. I mostly learn the theory behind how an aeroplane flies. To start with, this is mechanics of flight.
It's the start of 2014 and Amy has been at Birchwood for 3 months as part of her university studies. It's vital for us to nurture future aviation talent by offering work placements, but also for those students to learn about inclusive aviation.
It's quite a lot of hands-on work rather than the other places that are offering placements were in an office.
What's the value in having a hands-on experience?
There's a lot more. You can actually see the exact parts. In an office you might be focusing just on one part of the aeroplane and you don't ever see the rest of it. There are a lot of facilities, composites, there's a lot of machine shop. In there's a big workshop with aeroplanes in there and a gyrocopter. There's a massive runway outside, quite a lot of nice trees and land, and then buildings for people to stay if they want to.
During her placement, Amy, along with her fellow student Lewis, have been given the task of rebuilding a Zen Air aeroplane while seeing how other aeroplanes are built, making them accessible of course. They'll both be shadowed by the team and both will gain a valuable insight into how a plane is built from scratch.
We're making aeroplanes for anyone really. I started in October. Since then we've been working on, I think this is about the 3rd aeroplane we've been working on. There was the Europa, the Cessna and this Zen Air. But every day is kind of something different. Today we've finished off the doors. This was the original, but we've made new ones so it's a bit wider. There was all seats and instrument panel and we've taken all that out and then started rebuilding. There's usually 3 of us working in here, me, Lewis and AD. I think AD's moved on to the Cessna though, so it will just be me and Lewis. In films, you never have a woman pilot.
And how does that make you feel?
It doesn't really bother me that much, but I do kind of think it would be better if they were shown more. The first time I went in a little light aircraft was, I was about 18. My parents got me up for my birthday, a flying lesson, a trial thing.
Is learning to fly more fun than building aeroplanes?
Yeah, definitely is. It's just a different feeling being in the air than just down here looking at it all. In my last few lessons I've been doing the effects of the controls. I've been learning to kind of keep it straight and level while doing other things. So then eventually I can do more difficult things and it all just comes naturally. Before I get my pilot's licence, I've got to do 45 hours and then 9 exams.
What would be your ideal job?
I think my dream job would be in a commercial pilot. I think if I could work for any airline, it would be someone like British Airways, Virgin, Emirates. At the moment, it's probably Dreamliner is my favourite. If I could fly one of them, that would be amazing. Yeah, I do think I'm an example of what young women can do. Kind of because when you're young, no one really pushes you in that kind of direction because it is seen as more of a man's kind of thing. I would say I felt on top of the world. When you're looking down at everything, you do feel like you can do anything. I don't think I was ever brought up to not think I can do something. When I was younger, I did have Barbies and all the girly kind of toys, but I had Meccano and that as well. As you get further along, you realise that you can do anything you want. I kind of care that people are going to look at me and think, oh, she can't do it because she's a woman. But I kind of don't want anyone to think that. By April, we should have the engine on, the airframe and everything finished, all the inside done, looking like it should, and it should be in a state that it could fly.
And how will that make you feel once you've achieved that?
Oh, I think I'll be very proud of it.
But is that also a sense of achievement because none of your fellow students would have done that?
Yeah, as far as I know, no one's doing anything like this. I think they'll be a bit jealous because they haven't done anything like this and it will help massively towards the course. I don't think they were that surprised because at school I did physics, chemistry and maths, and most of them there weren't many girls in. But you kind of get a few jokes, like a woman can't do that kind of thing, but the advice I would give to myself 10 years ago would be keep working hard because you can get where you want to be.
And where do you want to be?
Where I'd like to see myself is sitting in the left hand in command of a Dreamliner, flying all around the world. Women can do anything.